Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is the return of Kirby. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. I don't know if I've done that game before. It might be a debut. And the song is called Milky Way Wishes, requested by Eric. And this was randomly drawn, so congratulations. Well, first of all, this picture is very vibrant. And everything I've heard from Kirby, which is very, very minimal. I think at this point, I'm probably at around four to five songs that I've heard in my entire life from this whole series. But it is very, very impressive. I still don't know who the composer is. And I don't know, man. Something about Kirby music is just, it makes me super excited to check out. And it's just very impressive. Let's just get to it. Milky Way Wishes, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Very spacey. Milky Way. Oh, got dark. Moving from piano to a sounds like an acoustic guitar, but not really at the same time. Like, I don't know if it's a nylon guitar or like a keyboard trying to emulate one. We're just like drifting right now. Man, those chord changes from like super nice to super dark are dynamic. Totally doesn't match the image at all, but that doesn't matter. So we're still keeping the arpeggio timing, but it's nice how it goes from piano to that, like, very clear difference. That nature sounds kind of windy. No, more like whoosh. Okay. Well, it's funny. It's funny how this thumbnail has like totally took me in a different direction from that, but that has nothing to do with it. It was just an observation I made. I'm guessing this is like cover art or something. So that was the up until now the most, well, let's just say different Kirby song I've heard. Definitely the calmest, but also had some moments of like tension. But in general, very different. Like I would not guess that's Kirby. Up until now, if I heard a song, I think I could maybe tell it's a Kirby song just by the character that it brings and the amount of, quality, I guess. This didn't really sound like Kirby to me per se. None of this is bad, by the way. I'm just saying, like, I just wouldn't guess it was Kirby, basically. It was a little more broad, but still really nice. And that's a good thing because, we need diversity, and you can't have every song be like this is kind of crazy. You have to remember, my first experience with Kirby is Gourmet Race. Very chaotic, quick song. So not every song can be like that, right? And then every other song I've heard has also been kind of on this sort of same energy. So it's nice to dial it back. And quite interesting, right? No percussion at all. Just straight arpeggiated notes and a little keyboard hit or a little key hit every beginning of the chord. Ding, ding. And then going from piano to what sounds like a nylon guitar. It was sort of on this psychedelic thing, but also very spacious. And then I remember what the song was called, Milky Way Wishes. And it did sound like that, actually. It sounded very broad and outer, I don't know about outer space, but very open. Very, very open. And it reminded me of one thing. Specifically, I've mentioned this game often because I discovered it on this channel, so we've come full circle. And there's a game called A Hat in Time, which is amazing, by the way. A 3D platformer, like collectathon type of game. And not between each stage, but they have these little like bonus levels called rifts, time rifts. And the songs in those, well, they vary, but they also have this sort of ambient, sort of cool, something like this actually. Specifically, there's one called Clock Towers Under the Sea. This song reminded me a lot of Clock Towers Under the Sea. So the whole thing made me feel kind of 50-50. It was weird. Like when the piano was there, it made me feel very almost tranquil and light, floating. But then when the nylon guitar part came in where the piano stopped, it felt kind of the same, but it felt a little darker. The chords were a little more dissonant and just felt more like tension, like it's pulling a little bit, but then it goes right back into the so it felt very repetitive, like it loops a lot, and kind of gave me that whole like bonus stage vibe that I got from Clock Towers Beneath the Sea. Now I'm not really sure. I know Kirby for the most part is actually, I have no idea. I think they have a variety of games, right? I don't think it's just like side scrollers. I think they have 3D open world games. I think they have like party games. I don't know. I've never owned Nintendo stuff. I just imagine it's like in the same realm as Mario style type games. But then again, that just shows how much I know. So, Milky Way Wishes, very nice. Was not expecting that whatsoever. I was really expecting just like a, I think the last song, I don't even remember what the last song was that I heard. But the one that comes to mind, besides Gourmet Race is always going to be like my first thought with Kirby. But now when I think of Kirby, I think of this one called something Under the Roche Limit. Sorry, I forgot what it's called. But it was like a newer song, and that was, whoa, you know what I mean? That kind of blew me away. But I think at the end of the day, like having that variety of stuff like this, stuff like that, and your in-betweens is what really makes these soundtracks really stand out. So even though I've only had experience with about 5 Kirby songs in my entire life or something like that, I can still say it's some of the more impressive OST that I've heard, like consistently throughout the games. I think every Kirby song I've heard, now that I think about it, I should just look this up. You know, I could just type in my name and look up Kirby, but I really don't know. But I think I'm gonna do that now. Actually, I think if I think about it, maybe every Kirby song I've heard has been from a different game. I'm looking this up right now on the fly, so screw it. All right, so I've checked out Kirby Triple Deluxe, I've checked out Kirby in the Forgotten Land, and I've checked out Kirby Air Ride. So yes, and now Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, and whatever game Gourmet Race is in. So yeah, I've had now every song I've heard from Kirby has been different games. That's interesting, but the consistency is still there. So that's cool. Oh, I can see the name of that song, by the way. Now that I have it up, that was Two Planets Approach the Roche Limit. Damn, that has 99,000 views. I don't check my views, but damn, okay. Thanks for the 100K views on that. So that surprised me. Got a little jump scared by that. What I'm saying though is Kirby. You know, I can really feel the love and passion from the community and the games. People still buy these. Kirby's been going strong for as long as I can remember being a youth. But man, the music is way up there, and I've barely scratched the surface. That's scary. You know, I'll put it up there with like Pokemon music, and I don't know. It's just really good. And I know comments have told me multiple times, but I can't remember every comment. I'm sorry. And I know I've asked this before because I'm going to ask it again. Is I do not know if there's been like a consistent composer, or if they've had just numerous type of thing. So I'd love to one day dive into the world of Kirby, because although I'm not sure what kind of games they are, just the passion behind it is what, you know, it's alluring. Anyways, let me know when Milky Way Wishes plays, and let me know more about Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. Also, this channel was Forever Kirby. I don't know if I mentioned that. But yeah, really cool. And listen to, what does it say? Drifting Beneath the Cloud. I don't know. I'll put it in the pinned comment. I can't think today, apparently. So thank you to Eric. Thank you to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching, Kirby fans or non. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I'll see you later. Take it easy.